love so much to watch What a Show. You're watching What a Show. A cyberbully? Oh my, what will they think of next? If you need anything, please do not hesitate to push the purple button to your left. An attendant will be with you shortly. My mother-in-law is always up my ass about how I spend my day. I can't help but chuckle because me? I'm watching What a Show on twitch.tv. Heavens, look at the time. It's nearly What a Show. I wonder what Charlotte and Patrick will get up to today. I hope it's Craigslist. I think the mods should be allowed to ban people, if it's funny.
Okay, we're live.
Okay.
Now, I was saying, I don't watch the show.
I'm eating my dinner.
I don't watch this. I'm going to order dinner and probably eat it on stream later. I don't watch the show Cobra Kai.
Okay.
I've never seen the movie The Karate Kid, actually.
Well, that you should remedy.
Yeah, that I should. I don't disagree. Raybird Hopper, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Saw you in
with
the
an
chat
anti-Karate Kid sub.
Yeah. Endorsing my lack of viewership of 80s classic Karate Kid. I have not watched Cobra Kai, a show that I couldn't believe existed and then seems to have gotten more and more positive traction, more so than almost any other show on TV.
I will say I've seen an equal number of people, I think, be like, why the fuck does everyone like this? This show is terrible.
Jen Cole.
So I don't know. You know, I'm not going to watch it either way, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
My question, which for any questions about what's on my head, I'm plopping, gang. She's plopping. I'm on a plop. What is that, a soda? Iced tea?
This is a Jamaica.
A Jamaica, really?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
This is Jamaica. It's
delicious. I saw that at the movie theaters over the weekend, AMC theaters. Yeah. Just found out that they're raising my... No, I saw, but they did have Minute Maid brand Agua Fresca.
Oh, no. Yeah, that can't be good, right?
It can't be, but I was like, I have my movie, like, go-to, so I didn't take a chance. I cut it. I have half Sprite peach and then half clean, pure sparkling water.
Can I show you, may I show you how I am currently purchasing my Agua Fresca?
Yeah.
May I?
I would love it if
it's not too much trouble.
How do we do this?
A moment. I'll bring it.
What is it, an Amazon button? My question about Cobra Kai, to tie that off before we jump down a 2-hour tangent, is are they FBI agents now? I've seen them with FBI shirts. Are they the feds? Also, Bedlam subbing, Reagan subbing, Eduardo Preciado 182 subbing. I'm a A-lister. Oh, they think they're just up to my their female body inspectors. That's cool. What do you got there?
This is my barrilito,
Well,
my little barrel. So this is how we're doing agua fresca in the home these days. It's I don't know if it's a gallon, but
I would say a couple liters, maybe 3 going. I
Yeah.
can't tell in your hands.
so when I bought it,
I'm going to
was,
open a window.
the Sandia, and then it's recently been refilled with the Jamaica.
So, like, okay. Where are you getting these refilled?
Well, I bought it from the grocery store, and then I think Denise's mom just made Jamaica, and she brought it over and put it in there.
Oh, I thought there was some kind of agua fresca service in LA, and I was
could just take it to
extremely
the grocery store.
I guess you could.
Well, there's no real service, but I mean, you could just go to any guy and ask him to fill your barrilito.
How much do you think that would cost?
I mean, it's $10 for the whole thing at Northgate, so I think you could probably get a discount if you bring your own.
Probably. It's like a growler.
Uh-huh. It's like a gallon. Maybe not quite.
What are you eating?
I got some rice, some beans, and a delicious pork chop.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds really good. I'm gonna order myself something here on the stream. What a show, branded Barrilito. Yeah, we can. Mugs have shipped. Wow.
Oh, yeah, the mug is still up. We probably should take that down. Maybe at the end of the stream, we'll take the mug off the store.
You want it to have 1 week exclusivity?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get fired otherwise. Or not fired, sued, right?
No, the people that run What a Show could fire us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we should take it down. I was going to say, also, I want to address the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we streaming the week after the Queen died? And I want to tell you that actually the morning period, the official Twitch What a Show morning period does go up to 7 p.m. PST on Wednesdays. Like, if something bad happens, like at the end of a week, it's gonna be until the next Wednesday evening Pacific time.
Right.
So we actually had just taken off our veils before we went live. Yeah. And we're just like, what's the opposite of chuffed? Mugged off? No, that's different.
No.
I feel like the piss has been taken out of me.
Oh, you think you've been taking the piss?
I think the piss has been drained out of me. I'm so unchuffed about the Queen.
It is crazy how much random shit. I mean, I saw someone say this on Twitter, but there's just like, because it's been so fucking long since one of these idiots died.
Yeah, Lainey Peck, Nike, 21 months.
We haven't seen all this horse shit that happens when they die.
The late 30s? Or was it early 40s?
I've watched
King
the
George
first
was
season World War II, right?
Yeah.
It's
One
been
bun,
like,
10
It's
gift
been like
subs.
60 years.
Just seeing
like more
King
is the point.
written on things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Princess Diana. I don't know if did the whole country shut down for that, or was it like? I don't know.
She's a princess, so they probably shut down certain streets for a marathon.
It's just so fucking stupid. It is that thing of, and there's a certain argument to be made that the U.S. kind of does the same thing every time a cop dies, where the entire city
or
is
completely
forced to shut down. But even that is only for a day. Right?
And it's because it's the cops who are in charge of the streets and what gets shut down. It's
right,
not
so they get to decide to do that. But
and we also
that's a
have
day.
the people that I would say less so the right, because the right is a different deal, but the deification of public figures, like people that worshipped like AOC, Obama, Joe Biden, Ruth Conda forever.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Ruth Conda forever, yeah.
But now she is judging it up with Queenie.
Yep.
They met, right? RBG and Lizzie.
Oh, sure.
They had to have two queens,
Maybe.
right? Two powerful women.
In the night.
Two queens in the night. Two queens in the
it's
night.
still like, I mean, if there's one thing that the USA got right, it was saying, enough of this. This is stupid. Although then I'm driving around, I'm seeing flags at half-mast.
Yeah, why are our flags at half-mast?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Didn't we do a whole thing? These people are so happy about the 1776. It's their favorite number. It's their favorite thing to have on the sleeve of their shirt.
It's their favorite number and the sleeve
and
of their shirt.
The whole thing is so we don't have to care about those idiots anymore. Their weird lineage or whatever the fuck it is of inbred people who bleed to death if they get a prick in their finger.
Okay, so I'm seeing
it's bizarre.
I'm seeing last December.
Get the flags back up.
Last December, there was an unexpected who's who, and this included House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Martha Stewart, Nikki Hilton Rothschild, all coming together to honor Queen Elizabeth II and the legacy of the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So kind of neither of them were there.
Okay.
But apparently Joe did recognize her strength and integrity through an era of unprecedented global challenges that have set an example for the world that will continue to inspire leaders for generations to come. So kind of inspiring, like, you know, the image of progress while keeping your boot heel firmly on the necks of all kinds of impoverished, marginalized people. So that's cool. I saw a clip where the Queen was doing an interview, and she's like, I think I've seen more of Africa than any Africans. And it's like, okay.
Okay. I wonder why. That's got to be for a good reason, right?
I feel like, you got the travel bug, huh, Liz?
Yeah.
You got bit by the travel bug? I bet you want to see all parts of the country, you know? From Cairo to Cape Town, baby. Come on.
I loved all the Irish stuff.
That was good. That was really good.
Amazing.
John Holland was on the Funhouse podcast that I think is yet to come out, but he spoke to the beautiful meshing of Irish Twitter and Black Twitter, united in celebration of the Queen passing. Even in the Funhouse office, we were chanting USA, USA while I played Shipping Up to Boston through my computer speakers. But we're Irish Americans, Patrick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Not even feeling bad in a disrespectful way, just like a gluttony way. Like I feel like I had eaten like
shit.
It was cares? Oh man.
Who fucking cares?
But anyway, we did mourn, you know. We wanted to be sure to mourn, so we did the normal mourning things. Reflected.
I am curious.
I don't think they were ever in the same room.
I saw a quote that I believe was from her. It was definitely attributed to her, but I did zero research into whether or not it was actually her or real. But the quote was essentially like, it turns out a woman can do this job quite well. And I was like, what job? What job?
Being rich and raising dogs?
Massive generational wealth and power? What the fuck job are you talking about? That's not a job. Oh, it turns out, yas queen.
I want to find out
you can yas queen just as hard as a woman as you can as a man.
Oh, this is interesting.
The national mourning stuff is unbelievable.
Well, guess what?
Medical procedures are being postponed.
Really? Yeah. Well, apparently they're spending $9 million on the funeral.
Completely psychotic.
And I just heard from a podcast from from What a Time to Be Alive that apparently the UK is considering making grass a key part of the food supply in the United Kingdom.
What is going on? I've been seeing so much
Grass.
of that shit. Those articles that are like, actually, it's good to be hungry.
It's
Uh,
yeah, it's something like that.
uh,
I wanna I wanna point
ooh.
out the cut
Hey,
reported
we
on
missed.
this.
Sorry, go ahead. We
We
missed a
missed.
ton of subs, so thank you if you subbed or gifted. I see one
Oh, I
bun
see
get
it
10.
here. We
Thank you so
got
much.
Gabe McClafferty
Um,
and one Buns gift subs. No, I think I think
we
that's
also
it.
missed like Eduardo, I think,
I got Eduardo.
Bedlam,
You were getting your
Reagan,
Barlito.
Jen.
No, I got
Okay.
those. Yeah.
Oh, you got them all. Okay, good.
Yeah, I got them all. But it's good to thank them again.
Yeah.
Paddington is no longer allowed at Queen Elizabeth tributes.
Because he was getting violent.
Yeah. He is a
I
bear
mean, he's
after all.
British.
And he's
He is
British.
British. He is not getting violent against, he is very pro the monarchy, I would think, Paddington.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were going to say Israel, which I was going to say, of course,
All
obviously,
of it.
yes. Yeah.
All of it. But
They
uh,
didn't mean to blow up those children, Mr. Brown. Hey, look who's joined us. Hold on.
Cat?
Cat.
Has the cat been announced officially?
Not on stream.
Okay. What's
I'm
its
gonna.
name? Just Lady. Yes.
Well, as I'm fostering her, I don't feel comfortable changing her name
Giving a
yet.
name.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I also call her Little Lady and LL.
So what's her Christian name currently?
Josie.
Hmm. That's cute. That's a cute cat name.
It is a cute cat name, but she's lady. She's a lady.
Yeah.
She's a little lady.
Micah was Demi when I got her.
Like God.
Yeah, I think probably more like Demi Moore.
Oh, from
Um,
last week's stream.
yeah, but that I changed that real quick. I don't think Waylon even had a name. I think they were just like, call it whatever you want, because they just found that motherfucker wandering around outside the Humane Society.
I mean, Jacob's cat Ziggy didn't have a name. They called it that because of its fucked up tail.
Well, they just found him in the street.
Yeah, in a bush.
Yeah, right. So of course it wouldn't have had a name. It had no master before Jacob.
No,
I don't think Waylon did either. Like I don't know. I don't know what her situation was before I got her.
The thing about Little Lady
Thank you, One Bun, for
is
gifting more and Armand.
wow, thank you. Is she did have like a litter of kittens before I started fostering her, and like they did live at the shelter with her. I cannot take care of a kitten. That is not something I can do.
No.
And like but taking her away in the crate did make me feel like I was the villain in the inciting incident of a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
So that's too bad.
But look at her now. She's already forgotten them.
Yeah, well, the second night I did wake up to her crying and pawing at the carrier I brought her home in. So it's nice to
She
have your
wanted to go
heart
see her.
broken at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's good. But then the next night I woke up to find her sitting on the windowsill and staring at the moon. So, Malcolm, yes, I am literally allergic to cats, but they have treatments for that now. And also, provided I don't press my face into her, vacuum, and wash my hands, it's not so bad. I have mild allergies, I would say. I think I have more allergies to dust because I've been moving around a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Well, so I brought her home in the carrier. I let her out. In retrospect, I should have said I should have started her in like the bathroom off my room, something smaller, because I have a pretty big room. And so she once I opened the carrier and she was very suspicious for a while, and then she just darted straight under the bed. In the furthest back corner, and I was like, that's fine. So I put out some food and water and litter, moving things around, trying things in different arrangements until I was like, I'm happy with this. I want her to come out and come over on this side of the room where I usually am if I am in here. And then I texted the shelter and I was like, hey, did she eat today? And they're like, yeah, but she should eat again. Also, make sure the food, water, and litter are all close to where she is right now. And I was like, got it. So
Oh.
I had to move the whole room around and like push her manually, move the bed away from the wall, and like I just recently changed it so I can actually walk back there. But the first 3 days, most times she saw me was upside down, leaning off the bed to look at her, probably with all
Right.
the blood rushing to my head. But yeah, so like, and then one day I like did a lot of moving around, and there was a lot of dust back there, and that was far and away the worst allergic reaction. So she's not the worst.
Did you? What kind of litter box did you?
So I have something from the shelter, which is just open, but my
Oh, right.
roommate just placed an order for one of those fancy robo boxes from Amazon
Robo
or
boxes
something,
from
some sort of
Amazon?
litter box that what cleans itself.
I mean, I have one of those, but I don't know.
I don't know what kind it is, but we have a cat here already. So the idea is like they may share. I don't know. I don't know how cats work.
Is it one of those robot cat litter box?
Either way, I'm going to get something that's covered.
Is it
because-
$600?
Are you looking at the litter robot?
Yeah.
This came up quite a bit when I was at G4 yesterday, which, boy, I'm glad that the shows are scheduled yesterday. Because if I went today, they would not have happened. I would have gone there all the way out to
Yeah,
Burbank
it would've
because
been
they
a
did
real
not
bummer.
give anyone any heads up.
Mm-hmm.
Bracket.
Yeah, the going
TDH,
price for these
23.
litter boxes seems to just be 600, and I think it's because one company priced it that,
Mm-hmm.
and then every single other one is like, well, we can make it knockoff pretty easily and price it at $600 too.
I mean, I understand. I think if she uses that when it comes, that's great. But also, I find the whole process of the litter box fascinating.
It sucks.
It sucks, but also like, you know, they what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the way they just perch on the side of it, dig around.
Yeah,
It's cool.
constant. Well, yeah, they're attracted to like shitting in sand.
I mean, I am
Whoa,
too, but
I'm looking at
being
one right
human.
now that it moves it into a sack for you, and it's like a spinning. But
Is
all
that
of
the
these
one that
things
looks like
use
a
clay.
dryer?
I don't know.
I
They
don't
all
know.
use clay. They all use that clay litter, and that shit gets fucking everywhere, no matter what. Because they're all like, "Well,
Clay
your
litter.
cat won't need to clean it because it cleans itself." It's like my cat's never learned that. My cat still will spend like 20 minutes trying to cover their shit in our self-cleaning litter box. They don't learn. They do not learn that they don't have to cover it
Yeah,
because the thing
that makes sense.
works on its own.
This one is
It's-
actually pretty good at covering up her shit. Kitty Gatito sucks at it.
Well, they cover their shit fine, but they spend like 40 minutes getting it right. So you just and it's been covered for the whole time, you know,
Yeah.
but it's like they just are in there for so long.
Of course. Naturally, yeah. Somebody pointed out yesterday on the G4 stream, which I forgot I was looking for a Queen clip, that you can train a cat to use a litter box. And while
Toilet.
yeah, for a toilet. No, you
Yeah.
put the sand in there. You can do that. They'll learn. And it's not that I don't. Well, I'm not really interested in the having to do the work. But more so, I would not want to have to go to the bathroom, like really have to go. Insomniac, welcome back. Get home from work, burst in at the damn
your
scenes,
cat-
open up the door, and the cat is in there. And it's
Uh-huh.
and then the cat's like, would it kill you to knock? You know?
Right.
And then you have to wait for your cat to finish
And
pooping.
cat says,
So you,
huh?
the human that pays for the apartment, can get in there.
Can use it. Yeah. I don't know. It'd be nice to not have a litter box, but what are you gonna do? Right?
What are you gonna do? Where is this
you wanna
clip?
have cats,
Oh, I
you gotta
think
have
I
litter
found
box.
it. Okay,
All right,
so
I'm
I
gonna
got
take
some,
this bowl out.
got some Queen stuff. I'm gonna put you onto some goodness. I'm gonna take my hair out. Y'all can hang with Lady. Oh gosh. Totally forgot who this channel was. Welcome back. We're happy you're here. People were getting alerts that they didn't get before. You will probably get new cat emotes. I don't know when though. What was that? What's up? I was gonna say something. Oh, that's right. Did she do a big stretch? Oh, I went back and watched the clip where we missed an entire barge on the Duluth cam, and it was killing me. It was yeah. Do you remember when Ghost of Christmas Past, Ebenezer Scrooge goes back and sees his schooling days?
Yes. Yeah.
And then he goes on,
and they sing "When Love Is Gone" in the director. Well, not in the official
I was thinking
release,
of Earth, Wind, and Fire's "After the Love Is Gone."
No, it's "When Love Is Gone." It's Muppet Michael Caine.
Yes, no, I recognize your Michael Caine. You did that went without saying.
Spirit.
Anyway, it's not the schooling. I had a mistake. It's when
Show me no more.
It's when his love
Spirit.
walks out of his office and he's like, "Go on, you fool, go after her!" Right?
Uh-huh.
That's how I felt watching myself not see the barge on the Duluth cam.
Oh, okay.
Chewy Carapace, I misread your message and I thought you wrote Scrooge, so that could be something. Ebenezer Scrooge. Anyway, apparently the Queen did this totally epic moment with Paddington Bear. So I assume. Oh, they're doing Queen. What the fuck? Weird. Insane people doing an insane
The Queen's
thing.
Platinum Jubilee, an event we all remember.
This is a clip that went around Twitter that I think is worth listening to.
Okay.
And can I just add something about the Paddington Bear sketch that we've all seen?
That doesn't get any better.
Remember that she acted that in empty space. Yes. There wasn't a real Paddington there, although it looked like it. She acted out what she would say to Paddington, and then the CGI experts went in and animated a Paddington image for her.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The best part is the woman that goes, "Yes."
I just add something about the Paddington Bear sketch that we've all seen. We should remember
most of it was just her staring. It wasn't anything.
A real Paddington there.
Yes.
It looked like it. She acted out what she would say to Paddington, and then the CGI experts.
What she would say to Paddington. She wrote it. She thought for long hours what she would say were Paddington real and in the room with her.
Comments are
extraordinary.
Hey, this is the royal family's official checkmarked YouTube. The king addresses to the king's address to the nation and the Commonwealth. So Canadians and Australians, listen up. I have a picture of dear mummy.
It's good to see the Stone of Destiny back in the news. A real thing, not a fake thing.
What is the Stone of Destiny?
The Stone of Destiny. It's like something used in the coronation that...
Stone of Scone?
That's the real name, is the Stone of Scone.
So,
yes.
Of course, it's something fucking dumber.
Yeah.
This is an Edinburgh castle.
It has some like religious significance. I think they've been using it since like 600.
You know what this looks
like? Year 600.
The Stone of Scone looks like the tiny Stonehenge from This Is Spinal Tap.
Yes,
where like
exactly.
They accidentally get the small ones, so they have small people dance around it.
Also, in like it was like stolen by Scotland or by Scottish people in like the 50s or something, and they like. There's all these like insane. You can read about like this insane attempts to like hide it, to keep it out of Nazi hands during World War II.
Oh no, are Nazis gonna? Is it like something crazy? Like if you possess the Stone of Scone, you can legally become king. Like
Probably.
I feel like they have all kinds of crazy back doors, like the secret menu of royalty.
Yeah.
Whoa, people are screaming outside. I went to see a movie over the weekend. Jaws in 3D, not Jaws 3D. I thought I bought tickets for IMAX, but it was still cool and fun.
Okay.
Anyway, my date to the movie came back because she went to the bathroom at one point during it. She said there was a couple actively breaking up in the hallway that goes into the theater.
That's awesome.
Beezy subbing.
Yep.
This is little lady. I got to see a couple have a fight in front of me while I watched the 2016 Cubs go on to win the pennant.
Oh yeah.
Not in person. I was at a bar, mind you, but the
A lot of
bar
people
was
broke
in
up.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Who
of
were they
people probably
playing?
broke up during that.
Was that the
I don't
the
remember.
Sox?
I don't
No,
remember.
I don't think so. It was
The Stone of Destiny.
it was the recently renamed Guardians.
Okay.
The
The Guardians.
Cleveland Guardians.
Is that from Braves?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
What's
Do they
the
still
other one?
they still have a
Is it still
racist? Do they still have a racist mascot?
It's the letter C.
Oh.
So I would hope that doesn't, in itself, contain anything terribly
C
bad.
for Cleveland or C for Guardians?
C for Guardians.
Okay.
C for Guardians.
The Washington one,
um,
like Braves, I'm not sure what. I mean, either way, you should probably change it.
That's
if it's
one that
named after whatever.
Horizon
But, like,
Zero Dawn
the
got
Washington
heat for.
one, the Washington one is just a straight up slur.
The Washington was
It's
just
just a slur. It's insane.
Yeah. And it took them so long.
Did they change it?
Yes. For a while they were just
they did.
Washington football team.
Which, like, it's not hard to pick any fucking animal. Dragons, cobras.
Yeah, but Washington
It's
football
whatever
team
you
was
want.
probably the funniest and best name they could have chosen. Now they're the Washington
Yeah.
Commanders, and their logo looks like it's for a college. And
Oh yeah, it does.
yeah, and it will probably be their logo for 25 years.
Just all you have to do,
Jury gifting subs, a bunch of them.
pick an animal,
5 of them.
or hey, Minnesota, the Vikings. That's a pretty good one.
Hey, that's
pretty good logo.
What about the Washington Little Ladies?
The little ladies. I'm just saying, you can pick like any
What
European.
if they
crap
did call
and just
them
call it, and no one cares.
the Washington Pretty Princesses? Do
The
you
little
think
pretty
every
prin-
player
very
would
pretty princesses?
the pretty little princess Washington little
I think it would
pretty
make
princesses?
them better.
I think it would make them better too, but I think it would be a real ego check for the guys.
Oh yeah, big time. Which they need.
They
Washington?
really need, yeah.
The swamp.
The Duluth Lycas, that's not at the swamp. Yeah, we need to drain it. I think is this the first season as the Washington Commanders? Am I correct, or was it last year?
I'm not sure.
I've also only just become aware of the owner of the Raiders and his haircut. Have you seen
let
this
me
guy?
see. I think I have seen this guy.
Mark Davis,
Yo, you have to watch that documentary. It's like
the Anarchy one.
no. It's called like The Lord of the Rings, and it's about this really, really like simple man from Minnesota who makes good onion rings, and this huge piece of shit decides to make a documentary about him and tries to give him all these big opportunities that the guy absolutely does not want and should not take because he doesn't seem to be very like well. Which becomes more and more clear throughout the movie. Not in like a dangerous way, but like in a, like this probably
is very difficult to
and
Google.
It's a
as you
it's
can
a terrible
understand.
documentary. And the guy the whole time is like, I'm not a bad person for this. And it's just like, no, you're a really bad person.
He just sees this
But then-
guy as like his ticket.
I think so, yeah. Like his
The
ticket to be-
ringmaster.
I think Ryan Ryan recommended it to me, and he's like,
Okay.
it's a bad movie, but it's very interesting, and you should watch it.
It sounds
I-
like it's gonna make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, to a certain extent. Like, it's a lot of this guy setting up like a meeting with Kiss, the band Kiss, because they're buying the biggest pawn shop in the world in South Dakota.
Wow, that's
And this guy
huge.
is like, I guess, but then he feels bad because he doesn't want to abandon the tiny little bar that he makes onion rings for. So he
Oh,
doesn't show up to the meeting. But then he also has some serious like issues. Uh
yeesh.
it's a bad documentary because the guy who made it is a truly vile person.
That's
Um
wild. Well, there's another documentary I saw where like the filmmaker becomes a character in like a sort of questionable way, but also it seems to be not a bad thing by the end. But it's the documentary about the amazing Jonathan.
oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've heard it's very good.
It's
Is it?
really good. I don't think it's the
Okay.
same at all. I don't think it's a bad thing, but like,
Yeah.
and I think the purpose at some point in the documentary is to question what it means when the filmmaker becomes part like a subject.
Right.
But I think it's probably a much more self-aware read on it. But it is a really good doc.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of flies in the face of the fly on the wall sort of deal.
Uh-huh.
Much like I would say parts of the rehearsal. But that's a whole different thing.
Not sure how I felt about the end of the rehearsal.
I
It's
There's a world where I would have preferred the procedural version, where it's just a different problem to be solved every week and a different recreation. But
it was very dark and sad.
it
And then
was
it did feel
really
there it got into a little like this is
a little bit of real world
kind of
ramifications.
mocking this, it seems like a little bit, but I don't know. It was definitely not super comfortable at the end, which is, I don't know.
Hey, look at her
I
ear.
don't know.
Look at Lady's ear. Hang on. Hang
Is
on.
it twitching?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. She hears me.
I don't want to exaggerate, but I would die before I let anything happen to this animal.
Huh.
I think I have that worm, that brain worm that cats give you.
Oh, forget what it's called. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. The
Catarongus.
one that they get the rat from the rats,
The one they get from the rats, yeah.
and that they then give to
They
the
in
race
turn,
of man.
yes. She is a vocal cat. Not only that, she has like her meows are a little rough. She's got like vocal fry. I've called her the
Oh,
podcaster's cat
okay, interesting.
because it's kind of like like a door opening,
Okay,
and it's got like a little gravel. Oops, I woke her up. Ted Nugent disease.
because it's cat scratch fever.
Sorry, the phrase Ted Nugent disease is really funny.
Oh, look at her. She's trying to cover her eyes. It's too bright in there.
You know, she sleeps with them open. just like Uncle Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the food is in cans, in shrink wrap, in boxes, stacked on top of each other on top of my bureau, and I watched her for 3 minutes try to get on top and kind of burrito,
Yeah.
burrito.
Mm-hmm.
I have not woken her up because I sang a song to her about how cute she is. I'm mostly singing songs like "It's time to eat, it's time to eat, ooh, it's time to eat, it's time to eat your food," and then she says, "Ah," kind of like that.
It's time to eat.
It's time to eat. It's time to eat your food. Come on and eat.
Yeah.
Forget your children. Scrooge.
So is the country gonna shut down over this
The
This
train
railway.
union thing? The rail union?
Yeah.
Honestly,
What are we thinking, folks?
I don't. It sounds like it's terrible to deal with, but I kind of hope so.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see any change.
Yeah. Sounds
the-
bad for them.
Yeah, it does sound
And
bad.
I
I'm
gotta,
not really
and
clear
I
on what's
gotta say,
happening.
I'm getting sick of all these trains coming by my house.
Okay, well,
If
that's
you know what I mean.
uncalled for. You want to strike so you can sleep easier.
Uh-huh.
I bet you didn't know that little lady here is a rail worker. She dons her
Really?
overalls and cap and stands on her two back legs, and I give her a little lunch pail, and she marches on down. Back-breaking work.
No
That's why she's
shit.
so
No
tired. Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And they don't have a union. She's a scab.
No.
She's
Yeah. Of course. All cats are.
she's a scab cat.
All
Cats
are.
are scabs. All cats are scabs. What's happening with the rail strike exactly? I've only seen like flitting mentions. I have had other things on my mind. I had not checked into on it.
It's just looking like it's probably gonna happen because it sounds like they haven't had an official contract in a very long time. So they don't have like any sick days. They work ludicrous hours and are on call like 24/7 or something. So,
Set
yeah,
schedule
they
and
don't
livable
wanna,
wage. Well,
I
that's
think they
they have
don't
to
want to
aim
do
their
that anymore.
expectations lower. You can't be asking for
Exactly.
a
Exactly.
livable wage. Like, where do you think you
No.
live? Denmark?
You can have a livable wage or sick days
Yeah,
or healthcare
or none of them,
or none.
or none. Yeah,
And maybe please take the none option if you want.
I think
Please
actually
do that.
the best approach to like labor, if you ask me, is to be grateful.
Yeah.
Because they don't
Right, that
have
you're
to, they don't
employed at
have to
all.
give you. Yeah, I mean,
They're
like,
doing you a favor.
I'm sorry, you want more money by not working. I'm sorry.
Uh-uh.
Are you a little bit unfamiliar with the American dream?
Uh, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe there's something that's missing. You want more? You
No,
want more money,
we're-
and you're not.
it's
But
fun.
you're not gonna work.
If you there's like certain things where you're talking about, if you're talking about like a bodega,
I'm always talking
you know,
about. Hey, come on. I'm with Andrew Yang. We're going to the Whole Foods, our favorite
that's it.
bodega.
But I'm saying if you work at a bodega, and I think a lot of bad people have also made this argument, probably. But there's certain things where
A
I'm
lot
like,
of
yeah,
bad
whatever.
people work in
I don't
bodegas.
expect. Well, that's what I don't expect that person. But like when you're talking about an industry that makes such an unbelievable amount, like so much fucking money, so much money. There's no excuse. There's no. It's all out there. You just see it, right? It's like how much it's
I mean,
wildly.
it's the entire country. Supply lines run on it.
The whole country's surveillance running it. There's plenty of money to go to them, but it's like, no, that's not gonna work. That's just not gonna work for me.
Why is the sound so quiet?
I don't know.
I heard an alert sound. Turn sound alerts. Oh.
Minnesota nurses are striking now too, and barristers somewhere. Imagine England. Is there a barristers union?
Really, barristers now in this time of morning?
Come on,
Do
barristers.
you really feel this is appropriate, barristers? There's a good
Are
story
Minnesota
about
nurses
the,
striking? Is that because of they tried to like peel back a bunch of the COVID stuff, right? Like they're trying to pay them very little again. Or no, that's happening here. Never mind. I'm not sure what's going on in Minnesota.
But California's a blue state.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Sure is. Sure is.
Oh man, really tough time to have a brain and be aware of things that are happening.
Yo.
Sometimes I wish I were a simple fool, with no skin in the game, who was completely happy to suck up to the ruling class.
That would be the best.
Just sedated. I want to get a lobotomy.
I would love one.
That or a laudanum prescription.
You could get that no problem.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
honestly,
I could get that no
easily
problem.
get that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink bitters.
Vanilla extract,
No, orange.
orange extract,
Yep.
cough syrup. What are the other like old timey housewife
Just diet
drink?
pills, right?
Diet pills? Yeah, which are just like stimulants.
Methamphetamines, yeah.
Yeah. Cocaine? No, it's not. Absolutely not cocaine. It's
vapors-
basically shit that has alcohol in it, or that are easy, like diet pills that are just easy to get in a drugstore.
Mhm.
That no one questions. Like, you can get as much vanilla extract as you want from the grocery store, and you just sip on that all day, and it's got like 30% alcohol in it.
Or you make a lot of cakes. That's something. Girlfriend,
Yeah.
it's so much harder to show your face when you do that.
Uh-huh. It'd be sick to just be on like
Tapeworm?
laudanum diet pills and vanilla extract, all just fucking just getting raw off of the worst drugs in the world every single day until your kids come. Yeah, Listerine, scope on the rocks.
I'm listening, but also I'm doing this.
Do you ever drink Listerine or scope or anything? You ever drink mouthwash?
I mean, I've only used mouthwash like a couple times. We never really had it around. I should use it. Sounds like
but you never made the conscious decision to drink it.
No, I
in
did
the
not.
hopes of getting drunk.
I did not do that.
Weird.
What are you, like a Mormon or something?
Most people have done that.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's pretty normal. Many are saying.
I'll leave that up there just in case she comes back. Oh, she's in a small box.
Oh, they love that shit.
I had boxes here that my roommates actually did the nice thing of taking them down, and I went out to the dumpster. They weren't in yet, so I just grabbed them and brought them back up, and she's loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. What's the king got to say?
I speak to you today with feelings of profound sorrow. Throughout her life, Her Majesty the Queen, my beloved mother...
Aren't sons, like, younger usually?
Than their mom?
Yeah.
Typically, not in this case. Because I think if your son is also your cousin...
Yeah.
I think they age at the same rate as their mother.
Right. So he'll be king for 8 months, maybe, before he
King for
kind
8
of is
months,
100 or something.
And then his like pedophile brother will be.
Is that Andrew?
Yeah, he'll take over after 8 months. And then that baby after him.
See, now, baby, when I think of a king or a queen, I don't think of a baby. I think of a guy that looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Fiona about this. How many people do you think... I mean, we have roots, ancestors in European history, right?
Of course. All royals.
Oh, well, this is my question. How many people on this planet need to die for us to be next in the line of succession? Because, like, it eventually has to get there, right? If not by royal blood, then at least by a process of elimination.
I think we're so far down that list
I'm thinking like,
that it doesn't even matter.
Big picture, right? 8 billion.
Yeah.
How many of that is going right off the top?
How many bill have to die before it reaches us? Well, it depends. It depends where that bill are dying, right? That's a big thing.
Let's say
I I think
On the
if most of the
European
deaths
continent.
occur, yeah, in the European continent and honestly the North American continent as well.
Okay, a
I
bomb
think
hits.
I think it's at least three. Well, I don't even know how many people live on those two continents, but I
We could
think we're
find
talking like
out.
3 billion.
You think 3 billion? I think it's less.
Really?
I think it's less than 1 billion.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, all of Europe basically has to die, right? Because they're all related,
Okay, well, how many people are in
especially
Europe?
within the royal lines. Like that's all their like royalty, which most of them aren't, don't hold any kind of
I'm hearing Jamie
ceremony
Lee
power.
Curtis and Christopher Guest are baronets. So
In life,
unfortunately, they're gonna have to go.
yeah, they're gone.
They're
Sorry,
gone.
Christopher Guest. I like your movies, but they
I
gotta
mean,
go.
we're just talking
Oh
about this is
wow.
Spinal Tap.
So the entirety of the Americas
Yeah.
has barely over a billion. In
South to
fact,
north.
in Wiki South and North in Wikipedia, I'm seeing less than a billion.
Central.
Central, all of it.
Okay.
Central,
What's in Europe?
North, and Greenland is a part of North America. You'll remember.
Of course.
Um, Greenland not as big as it looks on the map.
Baronets are striking.
You'll remember. Actually, pretty small, I think, mass-wise, but it looks huge on a map.
Guys, it's not about which celebrities are technically in the line. Any celebrity is probably gonna have to die.
Yes.
It could be someone in China. I don't really have a
Iceland?
good purview of the entirety of history.
Yeah, we don't know history. We don't know about history.
I permitted
That's
the
not why
term
you're not here
Germans will
'cause of-
die.
You're not here because of what we know about history, obviously.
You're here because of what we know about the future.
Uh-huh.
And if you sub enough, we will impart our knowledge. Like the
Yeah.
sports book from Back to the Future too.
Uh-huh.
So how many people are in Europe?
Hang on. First, I must find out if Iceland is part of the Americas. It is not, but Greenland is. Okay. Europe. Okay. We're looking at, again, under a billion.
Okay,
In
so
fact, much less. Well, okay, I don't know how much of Russia this counts. It looks like very little of Russia is maybe Europe. It's like 745 billion people. Is what it's saying here. Now let's see.
745 billion people.
Now let's check Asia. Oh my God. Asia's 4.6 billion. It's like that's like the vast majority of the
That's
people on
most.
Earth. Like
That's most
like
humans.
way beyond the majority.
And the odds are, there are probably a great deal in front of us in line for the throne.
Maybe. Okay, Africa has at 1.4 bill.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
big place, a lot of
But
people.
so Africa and
check
Asia are both
Antarctica.
ahead of us. But Asia is ahead in a way that isn't even like
Check the
close.
the population in Antarctica.
Yep, okay, 1 second. Antarctica,
You
which
did
redirects me
Charlotte.
to Pericles Okendeni.
How'd you
There
get
we
the
go.
name of my attorney?
Antarctica.
Pericles
Population.
Okundani?
Well, it varies from 1,000 to 5,000 billion. So during
The
the
snow people
off
will
season,
rise.
during the off season, it's 1,000, and during the warm months, it's 5,000 billion people who live in
a
Antarctica.
migration
very small.
that sets the
They all
Earth
had-
off its axis.
They all had the Matt Damon procedure done, so they all
they
fit
had
easily.
downsizing.
Yeah, so it's easily they fit.
Yeah. You know, that scene from Men in Black 2 where Kay and Will Smith are looking into the locker. K&J, and
Yeah,
there's
of
the
course.
Secret
Sleepover
Sleepover
Society,
Society.
raiding with
They're
1,000
back.
people.
They're back, and I'm gonna.
We're
I
we're
want
trying to figure out how far down the line of succession we are.
Marketing comes only if you've got products that move people.
And so far, I said
speak
I
to you
think
today with feelings of profound sorrow.
I said I think at least 3 Bill have to die on the planet for me to become king.
Yeah.
Charlotte thinks it's way less.
I'm thinking I could be the queen with less than a Bill dead.
Well, let me ask you. European ancestry.
European.
You're
Better get yourself
German and
to a
Irish.
bath.
You're
I'm Irish and
largely-
German. Yeah,
like 100%, or well 50-50.
I would say no, like
Pretty close to 50-50.
1/8 German, almost entirely Irish bug.
Okay. I think I might have a better shot.
Because you've got more scattershot of countries.
Yeah, I don't have any British. Thank God, am I right? But I do have everything else on that island.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I was
I
gonna
think
say, yeah.
Irish from the most sources. Like the biggest chunk of it that I know of is my grandma, right? Who's like a lot. But then like everybody else in my family will like look into their stuff or whatever, and everyone without fail finds a ton of Irish shit that they didn't know was there.
A bunch of Irish shit just around.
Yeah. So it's like, and then there's like a lot of German, but like that whole continent, it's like Wales, Scotland, Ireland,
Hold
but
on.
no British.
Julia is in the chat. Her ancestor was a French marquis, so she's either very close or very far. I'm sorry to say it, Julia, but if Patrick wants to be king or I want to be queen, you're gonna
might
have to go. Yeah, I think we might have to depose you. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
I would, and if it makes you feel any better, we would feel just awful.
I would feel terrible, especially because I have so many cat pictures to send you. Just really. Oh, and it looks like the bed is in transit. That's great. She's not gonna even use it.
Okay.
I got one of those cardboard like tunnel things. She's fucking that thing up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's going absolutely nuts on it.
Yeah, I think so. There's another thing with Europe. I just
No
saw somebody mention
revolutions,
this, but, like,
Julia.
I also my someone in my family did like the whole
23 and you.
No, it wasn't that. It was like they were just like tracing it through whatever. And at some point it's like you get into especially anyone who's like has any Scottish ancestry. Eventually you get to the point where they're just listing every famous Scottish person. Right? And this is like a thing because I looked it up afterwards. I was like, I feel like I'm not related to every single famous Scottish like rebel.
I mean, in a way, right?
I was like, I don't think this is right. And I looked it up, and sure enough, everybody online is like, every single person says this. And in particular, with regards to like one, I think it's like William Wallace or something, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the
Willy Wally.
They're like, we literally nobody knows what happened. No one knows if he had like
who he sired,
where that went. Like
and
nobody
how he
knows.
did it,
There's
too.
no possible way to know this, and every single person claims that they're.
Do you think? So for a while the royals they wanted boys, right? They wanted the fellas to come out.
Of course. For a while, that's still the dream. I would be furious. Are you kidding?
They wanted boys' night at the birthing palace or wherever they would hang out, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think like the royals
Cigars
were like
for my son.
putting these in a box? I'm not opening it till he's 18.
Yep.
Old enough to go to war, can't smoke a damn cigarette. Buy yourself a drink.
It is stupid. It is weird.
Do you think like the royals were like reading like Cosmo like best positions for a boy? Like
Oh, I think 100%. I think
Like-
that's always been a thing. Like, yeah, if you get your seed upon someone
Right,
under a
like,
full
are you
moon,
more likely-
after,
are you a-
like, yeah, after eating like a bowl of blood porridge, yeah, your seed is more likely to quicken into a masculine child or something. Yeah, I think that's definitely-
Hit it raw
Yeah.
from behind. Call that the kingmaker.
If you hit it raw in the style of dogs, then
It's one of those old illustrations in profile, just like throwing his fucking head back. And it
Yeah,
runs.
yeah. He's got claws that are like sunken into the ass.
And the partner is like this. She's like big rosy cheeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Send a mercenary to my bedroom.
Just being split in twain.
Royal spit roast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just mercenary, but there is a hound chasing a grouse around the bed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh.
They didn't have cowgirls then.
No, they didn't know what to call it back then.
Reverse
It just
milkmaid.
went unnamed. Yeah.
It was called the untitled position.
Yeah, until cowgirls got invented.
It was called that thing I like. do the thing.
What's that thing I like?
Calling the squire to your chambers. Hey,
Yeah, man.
what's
What's it?
what's that thing?
What is that thing which
What is
upon which I like?
What is that? What's that way I like to bed?
Oh, did you call missionary mercenary? Is that what people are laughing about?
I did.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reverse mercenary. I'm trying to get. Dude, I got fucking murked in the bedroom last night. I got fucking
Absolutely hollowed out.
a brand of lube called Blackwater. And it is dark as night. Jester's fist.
It's dark as night and it can't be held accountable. You can't be held accountable if you use it.
It's pretty tangibly linked to Betsy DeVos.
Yeah, yeah. Not pretty, Tammy. It's her brother owns it. More than
Whoa,
tangible.
easy there, easy there.
What are you talking about?
Hey, I'm not trying to get under Betsy's skin. I'm not trying to get her murked.
Yeah. Well, you're pro.
Charters.
What is it
schools?
called now? What's it called now?
What?
God, she was the worst, wasn't she? That guy's an enormous piece of shit.
brother,
by the way, if you
yeah.
ever want to look into that guy, Eric.
Not DeVos. His last name is something else.
Prince?
Something more. Yeah,
I think
Prince.
it's Price or Prince.
I think it's Prince.
Just a colossal moron piece of shit. Okay, so yeah, Blackwater. What's the new one? Project Opus. Here we go.
No,
So he
man.
made a deal with Libya's militia leader
And
to
the
supply
devil.
aircraft and other military equipment. That's good.
Oh, okay.
Project
Hey, we love to
Opus.
see an entrepreneur grinding.
That's right.
That's the Prince set.
He
That's the Opus grind
planes were-
set.
so he bought a bunch of planes and transferred them to his company in the UAE. Never charged anything. What is the? He's also one of those guys that like grew up unbelievably wealthy and claims like, like no, they never did anything for me. I made it on my own.
We love a self-made king.
It's like, he
Or should I
definitely
say
you
prince?
did not. You absolute like, and then he'll even tell stories where it's like, here's an example of how I didn't just make it on my own, but then has a reason for how that still counts as making it on his own.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'm trying to find what is Blackwater called these days. XE Services. Is it Z? Oh, Academy. It's Academy now. Nope, never mind. Now it's Constellus Holdings. Good. Okay. He got a bunch of people killed in Yemen, it looks like. This is all great. This is all good stuff, right? This is what we like here. God, I knew I was going to see that. How was your day? I looked over. It was fine. It's a blur. in the car for so long. So fucking long. How's everyone feeling about Rings of Power?
We talking about Rings of Power?
Let's talk Rings of Power.
I am not
Because I'm
caught
curious. You're not
up.
caught up?
I haven't seen the third
that's
up
fine.
yet.
It is fine. I'm mostly fine with it.
I like it.
It's not my favorite thing. I think definitely if you're a Tolkien head, it's maybe a little more difficult to
Are they
watch.
throwing
Not
some of the
because
cannon
of
to the wind?
not because
Because they've
of the
cast
things everyone's mad about.
Yeah. Oh my
Not
god.
that stuff.
In a similar vein,
That stuff
I
is
saw
fine, and who gives a shit?
somebody from Ben Shapiro's Shit Rag publication complaining that Ariel is black, and that doesn't make any sense because sunlight's not really going to penetrate at such a depth of water. So why would there be a black mermaid? And
They
it's
did
like
that with the dwarves too.
he literally
and
said scientifically, comma, and it's like you cannot be talking about a musical about mermaids,
right,
and say scientifically, logically.
Yes. Well, that's their favorite thing because they're doing that with the dwarves also, where it's like,
Well, dwarves don't
I'm
care
sorry,
about your
but
feelings.
Dwarves who live underground would not be black. 'Cause they
Riddle
live
me
underground.
this: why the melanin?
It's really
Congratulations.
stupid. And it's like the Little Mermaid movie. First of all, is gonna be bad. All of those movies, all those live action Disney movies, have been really pretty terrible.
Pretty
so
like
what
okay
are you
at best.
So what are you upset about?
I've okayed the term
'Cause-
look like a thin young white woman.
Very controversial. Yeah. So I don't know. No, Rings of Power is. I think I'm liking it. I think it's getting.
I
better
think it's
as
good
it goes
that
on.
I think I'm like I was annoyed.
It is
and
tough as somebody. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, as someone who's like familiar with a lot of the source material and really loves it.
Are they mixing it up?
Oh, big time.
Okay, I see. Yeah,
Most of those
that would bother me
characters
too.
most of those characters are not in the books. There's like a handful that obviously are that are like a lot of the elf characters, not the black elf guy who's in like the prison camp or whatever now. He's not in the book.
Cool. He's cool though.
Yes. I like that.
I think he's a very
whatever's
good
happening there
addition.
I like.
Yeah, I'm into the Harfoots.
Harfoots are great and
They add a great deal of whimsy.
No. Yeah. It's a lot of seriously compressing like 2,000 years of Middle Earth fake history, right?
Sure, yeah.
It's a lot of compressing stuff. And that gets kind of confusing. Like I really don't know where we're supposed to be at in the time frame here. It's very confusing to me.
Pretty loose. I don't know the like extended like lore of the Tolkien stuff, but also like it seems like they're making pretty liberal use of the time window, and obviously this is one of those properties that's just going to be adapted forever, well beyond our lifetimes.
For sure.
So I don't know how things are gonna slot in, but I'm into it. I was a little annoyed at first, and I still am, that they're airing at the same time as Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. Like in the calendar, and like obviously very intentional that they are going head to head in the streaming wars, but they do feel different enough. And I was reading today about how House of the Dragons. I didn't read any of the George R.R. Martin books because no one has that much time. Anyone that's told you they've read those, they're full of shit.
They're lying. Yeah, they're lying.
But apparently that series is supposedly going to culminate in the Dance of the Dragons, and it's going to be, the whole series is going to span like 30 some years, which is like, or maybe almost 30 years. So they're going to like definitely swap out actors and stuff. And it's like nice to know we're heading for something.
It's the House of the Dragon.
And also, what's that?
What's the House of the Dragon
House
that it's
of the
going to
Dragon.
culminate in?
I'm sorry, did I say house? It's Dance of the Dragons or something.
What is that though?
I don't know. It's something from the books. It has to do with the House Targaryen, like Civil War or whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like an event. It's like something happening. But like it's nice to know that they can't just endlessly just kill time up until like it's not like this series will end with the start of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Which would be annoying.
Oh, hang on a second. Somebody said we need a Selkie movie, totally ignoring The Secret of Roan Inish, from 1994.
Have you been looking that up since they wrote it and waiting to recognize the comment?
No.
Or did you know that off
familiar.
the dome?
I'm familiar with the name. Okay.
What's the movie?
I've seen the movie, The Secret of Roan Inish. It's a 1994 independent fantasy adventure film written and directed by John Sayles.
Okay.
Have you not seen The Secret of Roan Inish?
You've not seen The Secret of Roan Inish. Do you think we can watch the trailer?
No, but let's do it anyway. That's fine. We can't be funny during it because
it'll get muted.
then we'll have to mute it. Yeah. You feel your ancestral homeland calling to you? This
I
music
gotta go to the airport right now. Or at least download Passion Fish for the flight.
Mm-hmm.
A new film by John Sayles. Hey, she went into the bathroom. Or into the bathroom.
Sea gives,
she's exploring.
Sea takes away. It was a strange day. The air was very still, like it is sometimes before a storm. Wee Jamie, sleeping in his cradle. It's like a dream that day.
Why did we have to leave?
They say the east is our future and the west is our past. The islands to the west of us.
Look out there. That's Roan Inish, Island of the Seas.
Is it filmed in Canada? No.
Degree for it.
I don't think so.
That guy's got some ears.
Degree for it.
Oh yeah.
He looks like Mike Ehrmantraut, but with like a lot of hair.
Yeah.
What the sea will take, the sea must have.
He's a troubled soul.
It's not the most exciting trailer.
Old stories told of such creatures luring ships onto the rocks and throwing sailors down into the drink.
There we go.
Eyes
That's the secret of Roan Inish right there. Is that seal lady?
Neither chains of steel nor chains of love can keep her from the sea.
Yep, I'm like that too.
I wouldn't want to keep her from the sea.
It's only.
But that's how I am. Also, it's like that.
Yeah, I mean, no one can keep you from your love of the sea.
Neither chains of love nor of the other thing.
Silk of harm. Keep her from the sea. Then there's Song of the Sea that everyone's talking about. I don't know what that is, but it seems like the entire movie is on YouTube.
Probably another Selkie movie. It's probably what it is, I'd guess.
It's inappropriate for some users.
Maybe not. Maybe we don't want to watch this.
With feelings of profound sorrow.
Thank you, King Charles. That's exactly how I'm feeling.
Thank you so much.
Why
does he sound dubbed?
Because he's probably also been dead for 6 months, just like dear mom.
That's true.
I speak to you today with feelings of profound sorrow.
Fuck, I had something in my eye. Can
sorrow,
we take that?
I guess.
I'm really, really quite sad.
I'm gonna. Yeah, he sounds like he's. I mean, they all sound like they're talking down to you, but this guy truly sounds like he thinks everyone else on the planet is just a waste piece of shit that isn't him.
Which, you know what? Wear your station with pride. Be honest about it. This is what the monarchy's all about. They are divinely chosen to be better than us.
Yep.
Until a billion people die, and I'm sitting on that chair saying that I'm felt with a lot of sorrow for the billion people that died.
I think I'm higher on the list, to be honest.
I mean, it's possible, but the idea is about who has to die for each of us to get to the throne. So you'll have your time, but then unfortunately you are going to have to shuffle on.
There's going to be like hundreds of thousands, if not millions more that have to die between me and you.
And I'm willing to take that risk if it means preserving the integrity of the crown.
You think you're the only one who can...
No, it's
I'm not. I actually don't think I'm whiter. I think in this one case, I might be less white.
Why? Because I'm almost entirely Irish?
Well, and you're see-through.
I am not.
I'm not quite. I'm
you mean
close
by
to
actual
see-through.
skin tone?
Uh-huh.
I am not see-through. I have color, not like a great deal of it.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate this. Wow.
Look at the cameras.
A white off.
You know, compare. Yeah, who's whiter?
It's a white off. Dum-dum-dum-dum.
Yeah.
I think that this is a really terrible, awful thing to be saying about somebody. Because like it's not who is it? Who are you to say that I'm whiter?
Look at that light. You're
what
really,
light?
You're not
it's on the
doing
lowest
yourself any
setting.
favors there. You're
what are you talking about?
yourself.
It's all the way down. I have every
That's all
light
the way
off in
down?
my apartment.
Exposure is off and everything's low.
Exposure is off.
Okay. All right. No. Oh, there we are. Very zoomed in. Very, very zoomed in indeed.
Oh, hey.
I know, you know.
Hi. She's in a Neiman Marcus bag.
If England wants... Damn, I didn't know you were rich. If
That's
England
what the
wants
tailor
to
gave me.
flash...
I walked strutting around.
If they want to do their little song and dance and waste millions in taxpayer money, just flush it down the fucking toilet for these idiots, these weirdos. Fine. I don't. Why are we putting our flags at half-mast? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't like it. Feels weird.
Because we love having something to worship as a country.
But shouldn't we be doing the opposite with these people specifically?
What are you doing? Oh, Patrick, I get what you're saying, but it's not
it's the integrity. It's the integrity of the flag is what bothers me. Look, I know it's all stupid. I'm just saying, of all the stupid things that we do, why this one?
I don't think
strange.
it's that they're royal necessarily.
I know. I
think it's
guess.
that they're rich.
That makes that makes
And I
sense.
think that when a rich person dies, we should put their flags at half-mast.
I agree, 100%.
Because
of course.
what's more powerful than cash? You know, than cold, hard.
That's
cashish.
That's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
What's colder than being ice cash, hard?
I have been enjoying seeing people in England and people in America, just like the dumbest people in either country, arguing right now over which is worse.
Between the countries?
It's just two morons slugging it out on Twitter. And like in this current moment, you know, I think America's winning. Not for long. And I'm not talking about any kind of real like metric here. I'm just talking about what is happening in the news at this very moment.
Yeah, I mean we have the same system. We just don't have a name for it.
Yeah, and it's not quite as it's just as stupid and bad, but it's not I don't know.
There's a different kind of stupid and bad. Yes.
Exactly. It's a different kind of stupid and bad without all the weird like ritual. But it's bad.
We have a lot of ritual.
Yeah, I mean the Brett Favre thing is horrible. That's insane.
Whoa! Someone's got the fucking zoomies.
Oh yeah.
What has Brett Favre done?
he found a way to funnel a bunch of like welfare money to himself,
Well, it sounds like he's earned it then. He
right?
put in the work.
Yeah. I don't think it is a bigger deal because there's way less money being taken from random people, but it's horrible, certainly. I think, but like the shit of like food banks being shut down, like medical procedures being postponed,
It's so gross.
millions and millions being spent on, yeah, is look, it's all bad. I don't actually. Yes, that's what it was. He wanted $5 million to build a volleyball stadium for the university his daughter went to. That's what it is. That he somehow funneled from like, how did he do that? There's like it's so funny. There's texts of him that are like, "Can I get in trouble for this?" And they're like, "As long as we do it like this."
Well, it sounds like
Yeah, dude, you can definitely get in trouble for it.
Crossed all his T's.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Texts reportedly show Brett Favre seeking millions in federal welfare funds for Southern Miss volleyball stadium.
Also, as far as I know, Brett Favre's like family, going back hundreds of whatever generations, maybe, hasn't been colonizing and terrorizing peoples across the world. Still bad. Fuck that guy.
Oh my God. It would take a 7-figure payout from a welfare fund for a volleyball stadium. What the fuck? That's so cool. I think that's cool. I think people should do that. Yeah. Disclaimer, I should say my actual views is that I think it's cool.
Yeah. You don't
I don't want people to mix this up.
Brett Favre's dick is the more egregious of the crimes, though. Yeah, you're right.
What's up with his dick? Does he have a weird dick?
No, remember he just like sent all those dick pics a long time ago.
He was a Vikings player, yeah?
Well, yeah, he was, but like that was very late in his career. He's known for the Packers. That was where he really like. I think the Vikings. He was literally there for like
Green Bay, Alabama.
Yep. He was only on the Vikings for like 1 or 2 years. He was the scourge of the Vikings for a very long time.
Well, I was never really aware of him because we never had him at the Eagles. You know?
Right, go Birds.
We never had a player that went on to become involved in any kind of.
Well, hang on a second, because the Green Bay Packers general manager traded the first-round pick his team had received from the Philadelphia Eagles and had traded the previous year to the Atlanta Falcons in exchange for Favre. So
you're shitting me.
So the Birds do figure into this tale.
Well, the Birds are always relevant. That's why they go so much.
Right.
Speaking of go, holy shit, this lady is... I've not seen her like this. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep her in this room for another... I think she's ready to venture out into the rest of the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's losing her fucking mind in here. Lady. Oh, she's laying down on the hardwood now.
Long-term success and network marketing.
My roommate does have a cat. He does fine with other cats, though. We just need to get them together in the right way. Michael Human, 28 months. 28 months.
Wow.
That's a lot. You know what, guys? I'm gonna be up front. Today was a long one, and I feel like I'm out of a little steam. But I'm thinking maybe we could go like look at Craigslist or a house for the last 20 minutes of the stream or something.
Sure.
Yeah. For old time's sake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People keep asking me if I'm thinking realtor.com is a good place to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a good place to go.
I'm thinking it's a good place to go. What state are we going to, Patrick?
Let's show me Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
We're just going to do the whole state.
Of Brett Favre.
Because we figured out that works.
I'm going to get some more drink.
Price, minimum $1,000. Property type, single family home. Sort by lowest price first. I can already tell we've got some winners here. H.L. Swinski, 2 months. Welcome back. Thank you. My day was fine. It's been a very long week, but not a very bad week. So, you know, I'm rocking. I'm keeping it in the free world. About to get a house brokered by Jason Scott Realty and Management LLC. But yeah, I'm just fucking tired. And I forgot to get dinner. That's something I was going to do.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. This is Wisconsin?
This is Wisconsin. We're looking at a place presented by Jason Fernhaber of Jason Scott Realty and Management LLC. It's a beautiful $2,000 2-bed, 1-bath, 800 square feet. It's in Milwaukee, and it's only been on the site for 138 days.
So what's the catch?
Well, it was built in 1903. This is the only picture of it, and it was taken 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But you can see some
Milwaukee's
beautiful...
I think Milwaukee's like one of the most segregated cities in America or something.
Really? That's not good. Well, this place is
No.
also... This place is
I agree,
also
it's
in...
not good.
Actually, these are all in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm guessing they
One
are
photo.
stripped of everything and condemned, right? I mean, go to property
photo.
details.
This property is being offered as a tax foreclosure. Being sold as is condition.
Yeah.
I think we got to set the price a little higher or something. Oh, no, here we go. I think we got some.
Who the fuck owns it? I guess the bank is just trying to sell it. It's a foreclosure.
So these at the top. Now this one's interesting. Check this out. See this? Looks pretty like...
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it looks awesome. It's perfect. It's exactly what I need in a home.
Buster, you don't even know.
Okay. Ooh, even better. Does that come with it?
Yeah,
Does that
I
come
think
with
so.
my home?
I think so. You know what's funny about... This image is so low res that it looks AI generated.
Yeah.
It looks like someone was like, cool snowmobile for my isolated shed garage.
Yeah. It looks like a fire watch tower.
A lot of beautiful types of timber used. Wood burning stove in the corner.
Yeah, I love that.
A nice little table so you can like have snacks, put a TV on it.
Yep. A tiny black and white TV.
And that isn't a Polaris XC600. So snowmobiles are cool.
Which you can't do much better than that.
You can't do much better than that. And
honestly.
It's got shelves. That seems to be a drawer on top of a sled, or maybe a skateboard or boogie board or something. Really nice. Blue sky as far as the eye can see. Skis on the front door. This place is $20K.
Obviously.
That's not bad.
Obviously.
It's a different color in this picture. This place is beautiful, you know? It's right off of a foreboding trail that I think was used in the film Men.
Yeah, it looks maybe like that.
Wow, they put in a lot of pictures.
This looks like just like any suburban area with a bike trail in the Midwest with like all the weird factory stuff next to it.
But it also looks like a Lincoln Logs
Of course I've had
house.
Superman ice cream. Whoever
Don't be
asked
assuming that he hasn't had Superman ice cream.
Of course I've had Superman fucking ice cream. You go down to Excelsior, get a big scoop from the place that his name I don't remember.
Hey, how do you
this
feel
isn't
about this?
bad at all,
This
actually.
is the Cleveland
This is a
Town Hall.
schoolhouse? All right.
It's Cleveland Town Hall. It's a studio.
Go on.
In Fairchild, Wisconsin.
It's a studio.
It's a studio
Okay.
house Really good bones. ADA compliant. Real nice.
Yeah.
Although
Built
you're probably
into
gonna
the
need
hill, it looks like.
gonna need some off-road wheels to get to it.
Yeah, it looks like maybe.
Beautiful truck, blue.
Oh, it's contingent, so someone has bought it.
Oh, wow. It looks like the windows have been boarded up and then carved away to put a smaller window in.
Yeah, something like that.
It's just
something
really
like that.
funny. Like, we gotta board these up. Oh, shoot. I really wish there were a window here.
Uh-huh.
They've done it a few times, it looks like.
What does the interior look like? I gotta know what the inside looks like.
It's at the corner of Lang and Town Hall. This is what the interior looks like. A lot of
that is scary.
shower
What is
stalls.
that? Is that like an HVAC in
That's
the
an HVAC
in the
unit.
house?
It must be. And there's a
Why
microwave
is it
sitting on top of
inside?
the oven.
Oh God.
It must be so
they're
loud
voting.
in there.
They're voting booths, people think.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you have a
Town
permanent
Hall.
voting booth?
They probably vote on all kinds of stuff all the time. They got. Do you think it comes
Probably.
with the chairs?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anything that's in there is yours.
Yeah, sign in here. They even have these like weird posts. It looks like it was an old like courthouse, probably.
I love. I don't know. I don't know if it's like more of a Midwest
love
thing
this
than
place.
elsewhere, but
Yeah.
like Chicago, you could just like buy a church and live in it. There was a place that I used to see all the time for sale that I wanted so bad. That was like an old mortuary. It was like an old funeral home or something, but you could just buy it and live in it, and it was so cool.
That is sick.
I would go to shows, like house shows or whatever, that were in like churches that people lived in. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because they're just the zoning laws, I think, are like total. Like California is probably like the zoning laws here. I think kind of crazy. It's maybe a little too much. I don't know.
I mean, it's almost exclusively single family.
Right. So but like there it can be. You can just like switch it. I guess. I don't know.
Just live in it.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to just be like. Oh my
That's an
God!
old one.
Look at it. Two bedroom apartment in Chicago, $65,000. It's like a condo. Are you fucking kidding me? We got to get out of here.
We got to get into this place.
We got to get the hell out of here.
Why don't we bring Chicago here?
I mean, actually, I don't know that we'd want to live here.
Deep dish pizza.
You can buy a 6-bedroom apartment building for $845,000. God damn, it's so much. It's so much.
You trying to get some passive income going, Patrick?
No, I don't even want passive income. It's just the fact that I could have it.
Hey,
I think we should get some. I think you and I buy a bunch of apartment buildings and become landlords.
What a show, management.
Yeah,
we just have
I think that is the next
empty
step for us.
inbox for maintenance requests. Hey, do you like this place? Are you looking in Discord? Do you see it in Discord?
I love that place so much. Wait, where?
I mean, it's
This
the same
cabin?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you want to get?
I love it. It's my favorite.
Do you want to get further away? I feel like
I
we're
want to
too
get
close
really,
to see
really,
it.
really far away from it.
Is this
Okay.
far enough?
So it is a mobile home. Yeah, got it.
Is this far enough?
It's a crooked mobile. No, could we go a little further? I want to see how crooked it is.
Sure thing.
Okay, now I can picture it. Holy shit!
And okay, yep, and it's just pictures of the lake, of the body of water, maybe a swell. Okay, here it is. Here it is from, I'm assuming, some sort of military strike plan. This looks like Osama bin Laden's compound in pictures.
Yeah.
Like, this is scary looking.
Why is it so scary?
I don't know. Why are there so
scary?
many aerial? Somebody just got a drone. And I don't like that it's not outlined on this picture. Like, I feel like it's hidden from me.
Are you?
It's this one. I'm fairly certain.
I could buy a fucking. So I have to stop looking at Chicago real estate because I'll move
We're inside.
in a heartbeat. Oh, hello.
Yeah, so here's some reeds. And here's some table.
Not bad.
Cozy. Yeah. Live, laugh, love, baby. It is coast to coast. This is a live, laugh, love style trailer home.
Doesn't seem to be in a trailer park. Seems like it is property that was.
It's questionable as to whether there's a road that goes there for it to have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
if you can
prefab to have
get
been
there
transported
necessarily.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a very old person's home.
Long-term success in network marketing comes only if you've got products.
Is gonna be me. Welcome.
Oh, Jeff is in here.
Jeff is in here. I texted Jeff today about going to the night market.
Oh, is that going?
There are talks taking place.
Is it hopping off?
Rick mentioned it. Hey, check it out. Bunk beds for the kiddies.
Love it.
Go up to the woods.
The worst mattress you've ever been on in your entire life.
Yes, and the place is booming with cicadas.
Oh yeah, bang.
It's got a shed here.
I kind of miss that noise, but I forget how
Septic
deafening
tank
it
above
really
ground.
is.
I went backpacking during like the Brood 2 in 2013. Loud as fuck. Especially when we went down this like just long, like literally 1,000-yard stair, just like endless flat trek straight through identical woods, drowned out by cicadas. I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is I remember like
yeah.
I remember my whole childhood in Minnesota, the cicadas, it was like, yeah, that like massive loud drone. And then it just like stopped. Cause they like, you know. They come out in big whatever.
But your brother?
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. And then I think it like came out. I think it happened again not too long ago. But
yeah, they came back.
I think it's like, yeah.
One of my favorite Onion articles was Brood 2 cicada horrified to learn about 9/11. For those that are not aware, cicadas will go underground for like 17 years.
Well, they spend 17 years as like nymphs.
Is that so?
I think so. I think they're like, I don't understand how the fuck it, like, why are they alive that long?
I mean, to learn. To think. To reflect, right? You know, like.
I suppose so.
2 people got fired.
2 people got fired.
Do you see this property?
It looks good.
Yeah.
They've already got holes in the ceiling, so you don't need to do that.
This is a good start on a loft. Doors, windows. It's a nice bedroom. I feel bad about this dark doorway. Gonna keep scrolling. Now this is nice.
Ooh, I love that. What is that? Is the sink being run from the shower?
Not totally clear on what's happening here. It might be the other way around is what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure. You're gonna have to put some retiling in. There's a lump in the tub that seems like it could reasonably be a body under a sheet. Maybe still alive. Don't love it. This place is making me uncomfortable.
That carpeted kitchen? No.
I can't tell.
No, it's not. There's no way.
Good. It was on fire. This is horrifying.
Yeah.
This is actually making me very uncomfortable. I'm gonna close this.
I don't believe in ghosts, but this house has ghosts.
That goes.
And you have ghosts now from looking at it.
Yeah, and those ghosts are actually in front of us for the throne, if you can believe it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easily. There's a lot of ghosts in front of us.
Now this is more like, this is a classic family home.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gorgeous.
It's a really beautiful.
Ooh, look at that wallpaper.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, God, and carpet.
This looks like if someone read the script for The Shining and then didn't hire a set decorator. I'll figure it out. I think I understand. Yeah. It's unnerving, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This place seems kind of normal. It's giving normal. Yeesh.
It's giving normal.
It's giving normal.
It's serving normal.
Not
Core.
me seeing been normal. Kind of
yeah.
a tucked away toilet.
Whoa, look at that radiator.
Oh yeah, this motherfucker.
Holy shit.
That thing is gonna come to life.
That thing is announcing itself in
that,
the home.
That's bad scary. You
Yeah.
can't have kids near that thing. That's gonna eat dogs.
Yeah,
in the middle of
100%.
the night. That's a monster house situation. That's probably why this place is so cheap. It's probably a monster house.
Oh, maybe you think it comes to life.
Yeah, I think it's.
Perhaps.
I think the house is alive. I think it's kind of a monster house situation. You can see the
That
water
makes
heater
sense,
in this
honestly.
bathroom.
The water
What-
heater's for
what
sure
is-
in a monster house type situation.
Yeah. What does
easily.
that say? I can't quite make this out. Low boy up. I don't know. This also seems monster house-ish.
Yeah, that's probably a monster house.
Oh, this is Monster House. Okay.
Okay.
This right here. Cowboy up. Well, now it's
Oh,
low
God.
boy up. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a monster house.
Yeah, this is a monster house. If I've ever seen one. Oh, good. It's right off from the radiator.
Long-term success in
And you know
network marketing
monster-
comes only if you've got products that move people.
An Arbum. Hello. What were you saying, Patrick?
You know monster houses. If there's one thing you know, it's monster houses.
I'm looking at Monster House right now. Holy shit. Look at this fucking room. How is this even possible? Who did
I
this?
don't know. I knew a guy who lived in Duluth, actually, who's regularly in the chat, but lived in an attic like this. And one time we were hanging out up there, and this dude that we knew from high school, but weren't really friends with in high school, came over. And he sat up in the attic and smoked salvia all night.
Yeah, you mentioned that. He like asked
Yeah.
if you had anything, and you were like, "We have this salvia."
I didn't even do. It was my buddy. Who was just like, I guess you can smoke this salvia because it's a horrid drug. But yeah, I've told that story.
I know.
It's
one of those.
alarming to me that there's a person out there who would choose. No, snuff was a different thing. That was a different guy. But that you would choose to sit upstairs in a room and smoke the worst drug in the world for like repeatedly for just like an evening.
That's one of those stories that you've told that is deeply embedded in my brain because you told it in a
Yeah.
video that I edited and produced.
Oh, sure.
And so I
yeah.
heard it probably 24 times in the span of a week.
Yeah.
What do I want to get? What do I want to get? I'm going to place an order for pickup somewhere. Ooh, maybe I'll get myself a roast beef sandwich. Or sushi. Sushi could be good. Sushi could be
Yeah,
expensive.
I think James did do salvia,
And he
also
liked
agreed
it.
that it was the worst drug.
No, he liked it.
I think he might have. Okay, you're right. He may have.
He had a good time.
positive experience,
and he likes to
but
make sure that you know that.
no one else I've ever talked to had a good time or even enjoyed it in any way. It was like, it's only awful. It's horrid. We're on record. The official position of What a Show.
Yeah. Hey, if I pop over to the Yoshinoya, do you want anything? Just a
No.
big
In
bowl
fact,
of beef?
Get whatever you want and then throw it in the trash for me.
I'm just gonna pop over to the Yoshinoya.
I'm craving Japanese. I think I'll go to Yoshinoya Beef Bowl.
I think I'll get the worst thing money can buy. So it's not often that you see a place going for super cheap that's not completely fucked. This place just has some of the worst vibes I've ever seen in a property. Like, vibes
Yeah.
alone, this place is fucked. Also,
I
I'm
mean,
going to go to Chipotle. It's settled. But
This sort of reminds me of a lot of like rental houses that I've spent time in Minnesota.
yeah, but do they have the door?
What the door? Oh, that? No, I don't think they had the door, but
Because that's where the barley man come.
the barley man do come.
The barley man
through the
come
door.
through the door. Yeah, because
Well, and God forbid the tally man come. You should be safe from the tally man. That far north in Wisconsin, but
yeah, but even still, you should be sure to put any bananas you have in a tally man sack and haul it up a tree off the property.
yes, like a bear box or whatever.
Like a bear box. Yeah. Because
yeah,
Mr. Tallyman, he comes.
he comes.
He
to
will
tally
try.
bananas,
He
but
will
if
try to
if you
tally
can't get to them, if you can't get to them, he can't hurt you.
You do not want the Tallyman to get his hands on a banana.
Because then he starts tallying, and if your numbers are wrong, I'm sorry, but you are in for a long evening.
Yeah.
And at the end, you're probably dead.
Yeah. Because what happens is, so it said that he can't, by dawn, the Tallyman is gone. He's back down through the door with the barley man. And because he'll be in the middle of conducting his wicked business, his dastardly business. And then the sun will break and he'll go, day! And then he's like, daylight come and the Tallyman go.
Man, go home.
Tallyman, go home.
What is barley man from?
So I looked this up the other night because I did some stupid joke tweet about the barley man coming for teeth. Barley men are actually like Roman gladiators because they were mostly on a vegetarian diet of like beans and barley. So the barley men are
they were slaves, and it was probably the cheapest way to feed them.
Almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the barley men. But the barley man is a totally different thing.
Right. It's something it's an invention of you.
It
came to
me.
It's your dark half.
Yes. By night I take on the visage of the barley man. Yeah. And I do come for teeth. The barley man smell teeth.
Barley man smell teeth, and he come and he tally the teeth. And should the barley man's count be off by even one tooth, yeah,
that's why barley man believers are staunch adversaries of all wisdom tooth removal procedures.
Well, because he takes the teeth that were denied him.
He does. He's gonna go break into the dentist's tooth vault. But also, if he counts your teeth and he's noticed that there's 2 to 4 missing because you got them removed because they were impacted.
Yeah.
I would not want to be you in that situation. And I think with that, it's time to end What a Show.
All right.
Looking at the door.
Right. How about
Brewston
or Lawrence?
Okay, either. Are they playing together?
No, they're not.
What are they playing?
Well, is Lawrence going to be streaming, though? Or is he going to be away? That's Raid Lawrence? Is he streaming? He is streaming right now. Okay.
And thank you everyone that's... Hold on. We didn't even ever do this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you stayed from the raid, maybe you're here during the last raid. Maybe you've been here before. Maybe you don't even know what a show is. First of all, thank you for sticking around. Second of all, welcome to What a Show that's like a Let's Play and a podcast, but worse than both. It's together. We've got merch.
But it's also nothing like a Let's Play because
it's nothing like a Let's Play, but I keep repeating
it's not like a Let's Play.
It's not like it's actually like a podcast and a different podcast.
Yeah, we've abandoned any pretense of playing video games,
which is where we started.
Such a long time ago. Well, we started doing that and then realized that it was just not fun.
Yes, and we actually like looking at the door.
Yeah,
maybe more than anything else. I will be going down into the door after this to just check out what's going on.
We're gonna go to the door.
I'm gonna
fight the tally. Yeah, subs. Tier 3 subs get to see me fight the tally man for our final battle.
Yeah,
on the
all
slopes
six
of
you, I think.
yeah, on the slopes of what's the
I was gonna say the volcano
Olympus
from
Mons. Olympus Mons, the volcano on Mars.
Oh,
where I will be meeting the tally man for our final battle.
bananas in hand.
So subs get tier 3 subs get to see that.
Yeah, look out for
At the end
that.
of the month.
Keep your eyes peeled on the Discord. We'll be announcing dates
We'll
soon.
we'll be attempting to separate the barley man from Charlotte once and for all.
I'm trying to be excised of the barley man.
Yeah, as we said, that is her dark half.
And if you know a billion people in line for the throne in the line of succession, do what must be done.
Yep.
And maybe one day we'll be able to put some dark barley man on the English throne.
Yeah.
And all the barley man's men tried to put him back together.
Right. Well, we'll see you on Olympus Mons at the end of the month.
Again, tier 3
for final combat.
It'll be like the end of the
just
North.
Me and the tally man.
Come, Mr. Tally Man. Tally me banana.
Tally these bananas.
And then it ends like the gray.
Yes. Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. Hey, shouts out little lady. And What a Show Nation.
Who's here.
The strongest army.
Hi.
Yeah, tally this.
I'm not fighting the barley man. I'm fighting the tally man.
No, I'm removing myself from the barley man who has gripped my spirit in such a way
it's
that
your dark half.
It's my dark half. Like, I like to think that the barley man doesn't exist, but he does look back at me. In every rain puddle, every mirror, every shined silver locket, the barley man will stare from within.
Come to collect his teeth.
Come to collect the wisdom from your teeth. If you ever woke up and you forgot something, it's because the barley man took it from your tooth.
Yep. We've been saying this.
And he does do, not to lengthen this too much, but he does do kind of like Mr. Freeze type like puns where he'll say like things like tooth or false or like
oh yeah 100%.
They're not all bangers. Like he says that's not veneery nice, and it's like that's a miss barley man.
Yeah, okay.
I'm aware of everything happening, but I can't do anything about it.
Yeah
Hashtag free the people's Joker. We rebel against our parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery, for silencing Vera Drew at the Toronto International Film Festival. Hashtag free the people's Joker. I want to see it, so I need it to get out of copyright jail.
Yeah. And I don't have anything. I was gonna say something more about Olympus Mons because it's so funny to say Olympus Mons.
We should go because I'm hungry.
To Olympus Mons?
We should go to Olympus Mons because I hear they have the best
I have to be there
smash burger.
Month, so.
Again, tier 3.
I've made a promise.
Tier 3 gets to watch Patrick engaged in warfare with the tally man on Olympus Mons.
At the foot of Olympus Mons. And probably, I mean, I'm sure our battle will take us to the very heights and depths, not only of the mountain, but of the hearts of man. So
Please hit start raid. That's so funny. What's going on here? Should we raid Amaranth?
Are we gonna? That's my joke to make.
I know, but I just went to the Twitch homepage and there she is. Oh, is Outer Wilds on PS5? Did that happen already?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hasn't it been on PS4?
Looks like she's drawing on her. No, it hasn't been. I mean, you could get the PS4. Okay. It doesn't matter. What
is that about drawing your name or having a streamer draw their name on or whatever, like your name on their body? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't get it. Hold on.
Does anyone want?
I'm gonna. Oh my god.
Get a tier 3 sub.
Can I please raid?
I'll draw their name on me.
Can I please raid? Please.
Hold on. I want to offer our audience this.
Can I please raid for God's sake?
First person to get a tier 3 sub gets their name on me.
All they wanted is some food, for God's sake. There are lots of women and children down there. Now I'm working on. I'm doing my accent.
I don't even know how much a tier 3 sub costs. I was kidding.
It's
actually,
like $25.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
And there's lots of women and children down there, and all they want is some food, for God's sake.
What is it?
So they're running, man. Olympus Mons. Why are you doing that?
Mons home. Olympus Mons home.
Yeah. That's not bad. Olympus Mons home is pretty good. That might be a name change. We'll talk.
Okay.
That's great.
I cracked instantly. I found out how much a tier 3 sub cost, and I said, don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Remember, end of the month.
Yep.
End of the month. Patrick and the Tally Man. Olympus Mons.
One night only.
One night only. Okay? Remember that name, Mons. It's going to be in lights at the end of the month.
Remember the name. Bye-bye, everybody.